I was thinking was I tried to figure out the fractions that would be halfway between 2 and 3. So my first fraction I tried was 5 halves, and what I got was it equaled 2 and a half.
And how did you know that?
It's because 2 times 2 is 4, which means you have 2 wholes, but if you had another 2, that would have been 6, but since you're 1 away, and 1 is half of 2, so you know that there's going to be a half.
Okay.
Okay, so I tried to figure out another number that was close to that would work, but for some reason I couldn't find anything, so I knew that this wouldn't work. So I looked for another one, and I found 8 thirds, and what it got me was it got me 2 and 3, 4. I found 2 and 3 fourths.
Okay, and explain how do you know 8 thirds is equivalent to 2 and 3 fourths?
Well, I know that 3 times 2 is 6, but if you add another 3, you would get 3 wholes, which would be 9. But what you're doing is you're going only 3/4 of the way there, so I got 2 and 3 fourths.
I'm not sure how you jump from thirds to fourths. That's what I was
2 and thirds.
Okay.
2 thirds is what I meant.
Okay, so could you tell us one more time then, how did you know it was 2 thirds?
It's because 3 times 2 is 6. You got 2 holes, but you're only 3 more away. But since you're at 8, which is only 2 hops away, you still got 1 hop left, which would be a hole, but you're only at 8 thirds, which means it would be 2 hops, so it would be 2 thirds.
Okay.
I was confused. And I figured out, wait, there's another fraction that goes equally with that, which I found was 7 thirds, which got me 2 and 1 third.
So what made you try 7 thirds?
Well, I found that 8 thirds got me that. So if I knew that if I went a little bit higher, I would have gotten 3 holes. So I went a little bit lower and tried 7 thirds. I only got 2 and 1 third, which made it easier. It's because they're both in between 2 and 3. And I got 2 and 1 thirds because 3 times 2 is 6, which means you got 2 holes. And you're only 1 hop away from getting to 9 from 3 away. So you only got 1 third of the hops. So I figured out that 8, 3, 7 were the numbers. So what I did was I marked on my number line.
Why don't you switch colors and go ahead and show us, please?
So what I did was I labeled all the fractions. I need a light. I got 3. Silence. 3 eighths. 7 eighths. 7 thirds. I got 8 thirds and 8 sevenths. So what I did was I marked them all on my number. Okay, so I'm figuring that. Can I label my benchmarks? Yeah.
Why is that important?
If you don't label your benchmarks, then how are you going to know what your benchmarks are and where your fractions could be? Like if you didn't label your benchmarks, you could have this like 0 and 1, and you're going to get yourself confused. So label benchmarks. This is 5. This one is. Yeah, I'll just go with it because you're nowhere in that section. Even though it's 5, you're not going into this section, so I'm just thinking. Okay, so let's try out the 3/7 was my first choice. I figured out that 3/7 is going to be less than the whole. It's not even at a whole yet. So what I did was I thought, okay, so I'm going a little bit over, and I'm trying to find 7 here. So I'm going a little bit over, and I kind of
Is it going to be more or less than 1/2?
It's 1/2. It's gonna be less.
How do you know it's going to be less than 1/2?
It's gonna be less. It's because half of this would be 4.5. No, 3.5. And half of it would be 3.5. So I'm guessing about maybe about right here would be over half.
Okay.
Maybe
So,
I need to move it over a little bit, but I guess there.
all right.
And I tried 3/8. Yeah, I think I need to move that because 3/8.
So why'd you decide to move 3/7 now?
It's because I noticed that it has to be closer to half, and I just noticed that it should be right about there.
Okay.
Now it's kind of 3/8. 3/8. So you're going into 8 parts, so which means that's going to be smaller than this fraction because 3/7 is greater than 3/8.
Okay.
So I figured 3/8 is just going to be not too much, but a little bit behind.
So how do we know 3/8 is less than 3/7?
Well, you have the same numerator. Well, if you have the same numerator, then you know that the smaller the denominator, the greater the fraction.
Okay.
So I figured it would be a little bit behind, but not too far away. Okay, so 7/8. I figured that 7/8 is still less than a whole. Since you're going 8, that could be 3/8. And 7/8 could be like about right there. Okay, and then I got 7/3. Well, that's an improper fraction, so we know it's either going to be more than 1, more than 2, something over here. So I figured out that 7/3 over here was actually 1 1/3. So I figured it was 2 2/3. So 2 1/3. So
There
I
you
figured it
go.
would be about right there. And 8/3 is 2 2/3, which means it would be about right there. And then I figured out that there's 8/7, which is the only one left. So 7 can go into 8 one time, which means there's 1 whole. But you also have like a little bit over. You're going in 7, so you're gonna have like 1/7. So you're going about right there.